Hi guys! Today I want you to ask yourself a really important question. It's a question you can't really ask your spouse, your neighbor, your friends, your parents, your kids, the strangers in town. It's a question you have to address towards yourself. The question is, are you worth it? Are you worth it? Yes, of course you're worth it. Of course I'm worth it. Of course you're worth it. Of course we are worth it. But now let's look at it. Do we behave in a manner that we think we're worth it? Just think about it. Do you behave in a manner that you really think you're worth it? So two things happened not too long ago that triggered the question, am I worth it? One was, one day I looked in the mirror at work and decided I give up. I give up to be physically fit. It had been a dream all my life to stay fit till the end of my days, but I could never stay motivated enough. I never inspired enough to keep on going. So I was like, you know what, if I look around, most people get a little pudgy here, get slower and lazier. It's just the normal progression of life. Let me just give up and get rid of the stress it put on me. And then the next thing that happened, on the way home I listened to an interview with a neuroscientist. And he talked about how the bigger we get, the size of our brain gets smaller. I was like, hold on a minute. So you are saying by giving up trying to be physically fit, I'm making my brain smaller? That's not what I was looking out for. I wanted to have less stress so I can have peak performance of this thing up here. That got me thinking. That is the moment I realized that by saying, hey, I give up trying to be physically fit wouldn't cause less stress on me. It was basically just giving up. It was an excuse. That's what it is, plain and simple. Just an excuse and giving up. And that was not aligned with what I had in mind for my life at all. So I asked myself, am I worth it? And of course the answer is yes. And then what do I have to do to have the life I want to live? I think, like most of us, I want to have a fulfilling, exciting life with a brain that functions all the way to the end of my days. So what do I have to do to make this happen? That a functioning brain needs a functioning body. Sounds so logical, but it did not behave in that way at all. So I realized there's a lot of learning I had to do. And another good thing is, I surrounded myself with some people that were on the same journey. And now we're constantly learning, improving, and this progression is so fun. It feels so good. So what is it that I'm working on? I'm working on my nutrition. I need to make sure I eat right. I eat healthy and I add the right vitamins and superfoods to my diet that my body can thrive so my brain can thrive. And then the other thing is exercise. Exercise has shown that the stronger we are, the less likelihood of Alzheimer's we have, for instance. The stronger our body is, the stronger our brain gets. So I exercise. And I learned that while running and walking is good exercise, we need to incorporate weights in our exercises and coordination exercises, because they challenge our brain a little differently and make it stronger. Another thing is sleep. We need to sleep at least 6 hours a night. Bottom line, sleep. If you sleep not enough, the blood flow to the brain gets less, and that simply causes brain damage. So sleep at least 6 hours a night. Have you ever envied those people that don't worry at all and everything is fine? Well, don't. Because a little worry is very important. You need to be a little concerned about your health, because that is what gets you going. Another exciting component is that we have to keep our brain on edge. It means two things. New and mixing up the old. Every day there should be something new that we learn. Whatever it is, but something new. And then we should look at our old habits and mix them up a little bit. Brush our teeth with a different hand, flip the egg with a different hand, add a little song with music to the morning routine, take a different way to school, take a different day to work, call an old friend in a deep voice, walk through the door backwards, be friendly to a guy we don't like, talk to our spouse funny, try to do little action with your kids. Whatever it is, mix up the old routines. It keeps your brain on fire, and then it's happening up here. people get better together. Don't try to do it by yourself. Join a friend or join a group, join strangers, but do it with someone together. It's so much easier, more motivating, inspiring, and you stay on track. So once I decided to change things around and start this new exciting journey, so many things came into my life to support it. And all because I asked myself, am I worth it? And am I behaving in the right way that supports that belief? So I want you to ask yourself today, am I worth it? Are you worth it? Just think about it. Just think, ask yourself, and then look what you're doing every day. And I can tell you you're worth it, but it has to come from you. And then look at your daily things you're doing, and maybe you have to change some things around too. But let me tell you, it's super easy and it's fun. Have a wonderful day, and you are worth it.